All right. Hello and welcome to We'll Decide Wednesday. This is a special feature of the Do Better podcast. I am Dr. Megan Miller, and Joe Smith is not with us today, but he will be back in a few weeks. And we have our lovely members of the Do Better Collective joining us. So that will be great to get some input from them as well. We're going to go ahead and spin the wheel.
I have a wheel.
And my son might join us as well.
Whose name did it land on?
Okay. It landed on the top 5 activities you want to do. So this will be interesting, especially given.
I have a wheel at my school.
Can you hear him? Yeah. Okay. This is this is time for mommy to talk. You're supposed to be in bed. Okay. Go upstairs and I'll come up in a minute. Okay. There's a spider right on the stairs. Okay, can you sit there quietly for a minute then, and then I will help you, okay? Deal? All right, so I'm going to talk for 2 minutes and 30 seconds about the 5 things I want to do. And if anyone else wants to chime in, feel free to type in the chat, or you can go on the microphone here in a minute. So I'm going to go ahead and start my timer. So the top 5 activities I want to do, I will try to do this in some sort of order, like save number 1 for last. So number 5 would be probably to go, there's a restaurant here called Black Rock that has amazing steak, and it like sizzles and cooks on a really hot rock, but it's inside and we're not going to like indoor restaurants right now. So I would love to go there once COVID is over and get one of their steaks. Their steak sauce is just absolutely amazing. So that would be number 5. Number 4 would probably be to go dancing. I've done a few virtual dance parties, and just as a reminder, we have a virtual dance party coming up on February 13th at 9 p.m. Eastern, and it's called Don't Break My Heart, Keep Me HRE. It's a little cowboy country thing themed, but we will be listening to other songs. Number 3 is definitely going to be to go on I guess an in-person conference situation would be nice to have again. So like see each other at conferences. One where all of my favorite people are present, like those of you who have been coming to the Do Better stuff. That would be great. Number 2, I think would be to go on a cruise. I know they're not environmentally friendly, but I love them. It's one of the few times where I can like completely disconnect and just have like relax and like not work and have fun and not have to think about anything. And then the number 1 thing would be to go like just traveling again to like wherever. So there's this resort in Tulum, Mexico that I made the mistake of following on Instagram called Azulik. And they just have their like posts, and it's just so beautiful, like these like serene, naturey, like hut type things. And there's like these beautiful pools, and there's such amazing scenery. And I just keep seeing those, and I'm like, man, I would love to be able to go there and relax and just enjoy. But just traveling in general, like I'd take traveling just even out of the state at this point, even to like a state that doesn't have beautiful beaches. I would be okay with that right now. All right, that is my time. So I have not been watching the Facebook Live, so I'm gonna flip over to that real quick, but.
On my computer.
Okay, you don't need your computer right now, buddy. You're supposed to be in bed.
I'm trying to work in my bed.
Oh, you wanna work in your bed? I think your computer should be in your blue bag in the playroom.
I found it a long time ago.
Oh. Okay, well, I'll help you find it in just a minute. All right, sorry. Okay, so does anyone want to chime in on their top 5 things? Amanda said she loves my list. And a couple people commented on how we're dealing with real life right now. Anybody that's watching want to get on the microphone and share their top 5 things?
I'll go.
Okay.
Okay, so some of you know I'm 6 months pregnant, so one of my top things ever is sleep. I really want to sleep a lot. That's one of my, and I have a 6-year-old, so It's not always possible. I also want to read. I want to go over one of the Bobby Newman books that we were discussing. So
Yeah.
that's actually one of my goals right now before May. I want to stay at a. I've always wanted to stay at a really doily filled, flower filled B&B. Like just go all out, like apple picking, the whole nine. I want to do that at some point. I grew up in Puerto Rico, so the whole tropical thing, I take it for granted. I miss it, but I want to do the opposite, like stay somewhere like in the middle and see the foliage. I want to cut and dye my hair again. My hair, I had teal, and now it's kind of not that color anymore. So I'm looking forward to going to a salon. So
Yeah.
those are my things.
Awesome. I love it. I love how some of them are just like super just normal things that we all take for
Right.
granted. Anyone else? Everyone's so quiet tonight. I hope you get peppy before our 8:00 meeting. All right. Well, considering that I need to get my son back to bed, we're going to go ahead and close out for tonight. But hopefully I will see those of you from the collective on in about 10 minutes, 14 minutes I have for our 8:00 meeting, where we'll be talking about instructional design, and hopefully my son will be in bed. Oh, my mom's thing is that she would like to visit her son and granddaughter. So she's been spoiled because she gets to see Taylor and I whenever. We live close in Florida, but my brother lives up in New York. So we haven't seen them for over a year. So that's been really rough. And my niece she's about to turn 4. So it's been difficult not getting to see each other during all of this. So, but I'm sure a lot of people have those types of things they'd like to do. Ashley said she'd love for her girls to play softball again and of course watch them. So it's interesting, again, those things that like we had to stop doing that we probably complained about even like going to a bunch of like games, for our kids or whatever. And now we're just like, man, I wish we could have that back. All right. I will see you all in a little bit. Thanks for joining. Sorry, tonight was kind of a chaotic one, but they will be like this every once in a while. Have a good night.
I said, have a good walk.